Is physical touch your love language?
Kids watch. Moms talk. MomGamers.
Thanks for tuning in. This is MomGamers. We're on every Tuesday, Thursdays, Saturdays. It's a podcast style. You don't even need to look at the screen. Just listen with us on your phone. And today I'm here with Rachel, one of my good friends. We're here to talk about Gary Chapman's book, The 5 Love Languages. The next one is called Physical Touch. Rachel, is physical touch your love language?
I think it was at one point, but now after having 4 kids and being married, I don't want anyone to touch me ever. I think that I enjoy being touched, and I want my husband to touch me a lot more in a non-sexual way, but many times I'm being touched out of someone else's need and not out of my need. And that's a huge difference. Those are 2 totally different things. And so to try and figure out how to balance that, to try and figure out how to... I just thought of a story.
Yes.
A couple of years ago, I was at a conference. I went into a conference about how to deal with stress and anxiety while working, going to school, having a family, and just living a life. And one of the things that this nurse said was that touching other people can kind of transfer energy. And I guess I always kind of realized that, but it was just something that clicked for me that helped me to realize that I don't have to always, even though someone else is hugging me or touching my leg because they have a need, my daughter's crying and having a hard time because it's scary and she needs me to hold her, that doesn't just have to be her letting go of her energy, but I can also use that as an opportunity to release my energy with her. Like, it can be a mutual sharing thing. And so since then, it's been so amazing where instead of hugging them and being anxious, like, okay, come on, I got to get to the next thing. Now I hug them and I really lean in and I really try to enjoy it and be like, okay, I get to take a break right now. I get to enjoy my child right now rather than thinking about the next thing. I don't know. It just changed my perspective and it really helped me to be like, okay, even though it's their need, I can also have my physical and emotional needs met by hugging and touching and holding. And that really helped change things. But I'm still not to the same level of physical touch as I was before I got married and had kids.
So it's going through an evolution process.
Yes. For sure.
You used to like it, then you went through a period where you really didn't like it, and now you are kind of welcoming it again.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Okay, physical. This is such a big one for me, Rachel. I have a undiagnosed medical condition. I'm extremely ticklish.
Oh no!
So I can never get a massage. I remember when I was a kid going to the Hmong New Year, my mom, so I was 5th grade, 4th grade, my mom should always have to dress me in the Hmong outfit.
Yes.
And she couldn't do it, or it would struggle because she would button me and I would laugh and laugh and laugh and I would jerk my body. And she said, stop it. She got to the point where she was really irritated. Stop it. And I said, I can't control it. So many years later, now having my husband, this is the big deal too. My husband, that is his love language.
For sure. That's mine too.
And I'm not sure because they're men, right? And they just are more physical, probably. But my husband, he is very physical. He always wants to touch, caress, massage. And I feel so bad because it's one way. And another side issue too is I'm kind of conscious of even a basic hug because I have a little pouch from having all the babies. So I never I kind of poke out my butt whenever I hug him because I don't want him to feel my tummy down there. It's insane. I don't think he would care.
It's a normal insecurity.
So, but I know how important touch is for him. So I'll try to give him massages or rub him on his leg, shoulder. And when we're together, I know that it's important. And he knows too that he can only touch me certain areas before I start to jerk and move.
Right.
because it'll be too ticklish.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he knows that if terrorist ever kidnapped me, the way to torture me would be to tickle me. I remember when I was young, there was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle where I think they kidnapped one of the somebody, and then the one way was that they had to tickle their feet with a feather. That was my memory, and I know that I would die if someone did that to me. Yeah. Any more thoughts on physical touch?
I think as women, we think of it as a lesson. It seems to be less valuable for us, but I think that there's definitely I think that the important thing is that we all receive love by all of these languages. And it's just good to figure out which one is your most important. But I think that all of these express love in whatever way, and you're going to understand and communicate and feel loved if somebody does that for you. So I think that it's wonderful to just talk about it and, express that. I think that to be self-aware like you are, Linda, is about your body, and that doesn't prohibit the fact that you still want to be touched. It just makes it so that you have to be maybe more careful or more in tune with your body about it. And I think that that's really important to talk about and learn. And these things are just these languages are just a way for us to create a conversation with our partners and in any relationship so that we can just develop that relationship, which is so good.
Right. It is a mixture of all these love languages. And I'm glad that you brought the children aspect, because even now my oldest, he's 13, whenever we do hug, it's like kind of two pieces of board, wood board hugging. It's kind of like my body's stiff, his body's stiff. And even my 11-year-old. But with the young babies, I love to touch them. I love to smell their feet. Sometimes I put their whole feet in my mouth. I don't know. And I really do like to be physical, caress, hug the young babies. So, is physical touch your love language? Tell me, comment below. I would like to hear if anybody is ticklish out there too. Tell a friend about our channel, Mom Gamers. We're here talking about mom topics, usually talking about relationships and budgeting, but kind of all over the place too. And subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.